Well, that was nice while it lasted. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Chelsea Challenge here with me, Mr. Grand 2. And, well, yeah. I think just the might of the previous two Premier League champions, Arsenal and Liverpool, it's just too good for us, really. We do have a game in hand still, but we do find ourselves now 7 points behind Liverpool and 4 points behind Arsenal. It's not looking all that good. And the sort of lead into last time, the goals, all the goals, they dried up. They dried up after the last episode, and we're back to our sort of usual routine this season. Since last time, we beat West Brom 1-0. Tammy Abraham scored, but it was a penalty. And then we beat Watford 1-0. Emerson scored, but it was in the first minute, and then we did nothing for the rest of the game. We played Shakhtar in the Champions League knockout round, first leg. It was 0-0 in Ukraine, well worth the massive long trip. We then did eventually beat Brighton 1-0, Mason Mount getting the goal in the 77th minute. And then we played Liverpool and we got trashed again. We apart from Pulisic's goal, which was very fortunate, they just were better than us. Two from Mane, one from Joe Gomez. It was a little bit unlucky. The second goal, Mane's second goal, we had a free kick which bounced off the wall, went straight to Mohamed Salah, who then ran down the entire pitch and crossed it for Mane, and he scored, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I think, you can't question the result in the end. They were just too good for us. So we are not going to worry about the Premier League. We're just going to sort of see what happens with it. If we come back into it, then that's great. But we're not worried about that. But we're not too worried about that. The board, I think, are a bit worried about that. We've still got B as our rating, which is nice, but they are very concerned about our defeat to Liverpool. My job is still very secure though, so I'm not too worried. Anyway, then it is going to be cups that is the focus today. We've got the FA Cup 5th round against Luton Town first of all, and then the second leg against Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League knockout round. We'll bring you any goals in the game against West Ham, but judging by our recent form, I don't think there'll be any, or at least not more than one. So the FA Cup is still relatively stacked. A couple of games played already. Aston Villa going out, but City is still here. Liverpool is still here. Manchester United are still here, and Arsenal as well. Only Spurs are the top sides to go out, and they're having obviously a bad season, but we can't beat them. So hopefully today we can do the job against Luton, and hopefully we can also see some of the other big sides get knocked out. That would certainly be welcome. Michy Batshuayi is not going to be on the bench today. He's unhappy because I wouldn't let him join Celta Vigo for a pretty minimal fee. So you would hope and expect that we'd have the advantage against Luton. So we're going to go with a rotated side. They're all lacking a little bit of fitness, but hopefully can do the job. Nick Pope's going to be in goal. Max Aaron's at right back. Aaron Martin at left back. Ethan Ampadu and Andreas Christensen in the centre of defence. Midfield is going to be Aya, Kovacic and Mason Mount. I should say Rudiger's not playing because he's still a bit injured. Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to be on the left-hand side. Anjovi is going to be on the right. Just because of injuries to Chiesa, I'm not going to play Pulisic in this one because he has actually had to play quite a large amount of football in recent times. Erling Haaland's going to be up top, and I'm going to put a few other players on the bench who, some of our youngsters. Miles Peart-Harris is a real player who has had a very good season in the under-23s, as has Luc Marion, who is one of the regions we bought earlier on, Frenchman. Very good attributes, I think. He can be on the bench today. And Owen Terborg, who joined us in January after we agreed a deal for him in the summer. The board are not happy about the finances. I think he looks really good as a centre-back. Give out some more numbers, and I mean today this could backfire. We haven't got the depth on the bench really, other than Marco Asensio, and he's not exactly been the highest level of quality this season. But I think we should have enough about us to get past Luton. They are in the Championship, so we shouldn't underestimate them, and obviously we'll need to perform better than we did against Liverpool. But hopefully we should be able to get the job done here. Mason Mount with a deep free kick to start things off, and Erling Haaland proving he is the best young striker on the game this year by completely missing the goal. Well, our desires to have other sides knocked out isn't going well. Liverpool leading, Man United 5-0 up against Stoke. 34 minutes gone. They're definitely going to be in the next round, aren't they? Probably against us if we even get there. We've seen nothing though, apart from that Haaland chance. Martin with a corner in. It's gone nowhere. Now a chance for Luton to score. Here's Lee. running forwards. We crowded him out, just about got it away, but he's on it again. Martin gets back to cover. Nick Pope though finds Anchovy on the right hand side, puts the ball across to Mason Mount. He scored against. It was scored recently against West Brom, so Brighton. Sorry, so maybe he's going to score today. Kovacic with the shot in, and it doesn't go actually on target at all. Kasega Lualawa on the left hand side finds that man Lee again, but his touch is heavy. Martin gets it back. Kovacic looking for the run of Hudson-Odoi, who just sort of doesn't bother to try, and now Lee's on it again. He seems to be the danger man so far for Luton. Martin doing a very, very good job to shut him out, and then Haaland's in from Callum Hudson-Odoi, and we have got the lead before the break. I think Martin has been he's been very involved defensively, but he's done a good job there. Might have to come in ahead of Emerson, who's not been amazing recently. Hudson-Odoi is alive this time. What a finish that is from Haaland. They both got criticised a minute ago, but they have delivered there. So we are in control of this one for the most part. Keep it up. Let's not be silly. Let's get ourselves a few more goals. Now in the other ties, Watford are beating Arsenal, which is good, but Liverpool, as we said, are up. Man City losing to Wolves, which is good, but yeah, United and Liverpool are both looking good to qualify for the next round. 66 minutes gone. This has not been the most action-packed match so far. Hudson-Odoi goes for a bit of a jog across the pitch. Anchovy's in, and he's been fouled on the edge of the box. It's definitely going to be a free kick. It is a free kick. Are we even going to see it? We are. Mason Mount puts it across, bouncing around all over. It's a scrum in there, and I think Kovacic apparently has fouled someone. I want to be 2-0 up, because then we can bring some of the youngsters on. Mason Mount, free kick from deep. There we go. There's the breakthrough. Erling Haaland gets his second of the day. Anjaveri with the assist as well. Free kick. Just all that did not look like it came from his boot at all. Another scrum in the box. And apparently it's Erling Haaland. He's the one that puts the final touch in to make it 2-0 and hopefully secure our place in the next round. Right, 10 minutes to go. This could be risky, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna bring on Luke Marion for his first ever appearance for the senior side. I'm gonna bring on Miles Peart-Harris as well, his first ever appearance for the senior side, and I'm gonna bring on Owen Saborg. Why not? We'll bring him on because both defenders look complacent. Is he right-footed or left-footed? He's right-footed. He can go there, and then we'll see. Hopefully, see this one out. And there we go. Absolutely no highlights for the rest of the game, but at least those three guys got themselves a bit of action. He did the job. Well done. We can score 2 goals against the Championship side, but I mean Premier League teams, that's an impossibility. Let's check out the rest of the results. Arsenal made it through on penalties, which is just inevitable. City are out though, and Stoke had a little bit of a fight back against Manchester United, but it wasn't enough. So plenty of dangerous teams still in there, but at least Manchester City did get knocked out. Erling Haaland there is scored 2 goals. Perhaps he's found his level in the Championship. Kante's injured, which is great. Nick Pope is injured as well for 13 days, which is outstanding. I sold Jamal Blackman in January. I didn't mention that one because he didn't really have any sort of role in the first team particularly, but he was our third choice goalkeeper. So yeah, we're now going to have to use one of the... I don't even have a good regen goalkeeper really. We've got, what's his name? Nathan Baker, I think, is sort of vaguely passable. He's the only other goalkeeper really at the club. So you're going to be on the bench this weekend. 6th round draw then, and well, 8 teams left in the competition. We want to avoid Manchester United and Liverpool and Arsenal. I think Huddersfield or Bristol City would be absolutely lovely. I wouldn't mind Newcastle. I wouldn't mind Wolves. We're going to get Liverpool at Anfield. I can feel it. We don't get Man United. We don't get Huddersfield or Bristol City because why would we? So it's down to Newcastle. What did I say? I should do the lottery or something. Liverpool at Anfield. What is that? 1 in 16 chance? Well, anyway, we now have no chance of winning the FA Cup. That one has gone. I think that one has gone. We will play that next time. we know what's going to happen, but we'll play it next time. That is going to be, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. That might be around sort of the Champions League time if we get that far. If we've still got to see if we can get past Shakhtar Donetsk. Right, West Ham United. I'll just bring you the goals of this one and anything interesting that happens. Well, absolutely nothing has happened in this game at all. So you're missing nothing. But Emerson's just been sent off, apparently for a shocking tackle. I don't know. I have no context to explain it in, but apparently that's what happened. And yeah, 55 minutes gone, it's 0-0. Well, abject was the only word for that. Absolutely just nothing. Not a single thing. We apparently had 6 shots on target. We dominated the game, but as is so often the case, we have not won. So that result leaves us third. We are nicely, safely in third. We are looking quite good for that. We are now 6 points behind Liverpool and Arsenal. Right then, Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League. Can we at least do this? I mean, that's pretty much the only thing in the save we have actually done consistently well is the Champions League. I've dropped everyone who's below a 7 in their overall average rating. Also, some of them have been necessitated by injuries. Obviously, Pope is injured, Chiesa is injured, Kante's injured, Tammy Abraham is not especially fit either. So that means some players who haven't really had much for looking, some of the younger players, they're going to play in this game, which is a high pressure game, but a lot of our other players have not been delivering. So Kepa's in goal, Aaron Martin's going to come in at left back, with Martinez and Tomori and James completing the defence. Jorginho, Zaniolo and Ethan Ampadu is going to be in midfield, because I'm not impressed with Kovacic, I'm not impressed with Aya particularly, and obviously Kante's injured. Asensio's on the left, Anchovy's going to be on the right, because Pulisic has been absolutely rubbish recently, so is Hudson-Odoi. And then Erling Haaland's going to be up front. He would be up front anyway, even if Tammy was fully fit. But Tammy's been next to useless after having his brief spell where he remembered what to do. He's gone back to what he was doing in the first part of the season, which is nothing. So that could be very risky, as we don't have any away goals to fall back on. Any for them will be really, really good. But I'm gonna get aggressive with them, because I've not been impressed recently. We need to do more. That the West Ham draw was just really, really poor. The team talk has not gone very well. The Liverpool defeat was obviously really, really bad. We beat Luton, but then they're a championship team, and then our reward for doing that is another away trip to Liverpool. Right then, 20 minutes in, and we're finally bothering to do something. Anchovy, I mean, you've been one of the bright spots in terms of our attacking play this season. We've not had many from that area of the pitch. Reece James finds Ampadu. He's done well when he's played. Can he do well today? Anchovy with a shot in, and Areola is able to claim. Asensio, free kick from deep, looking for anyone. He's found Haaland, but Areola again is able to stop it. And, Shakhtar coming forwards now. Macon is intercepted by Martinez, and now Ampadu and Anchovy can press forwards. Poor clearance there, and, it was a defensive mix-up, but it's also an attacking mix-up as well. It has been all us so far, but here's a corner for Shakhtar. They're probably going to score this one. No, it's bounced down, and Anchovy now can run on. He's running into lots of space. He found a lovely ball to Erling Haaland, who cannot find the finish despite the goal gaping. Good play from Anchovy though. Well, total domination stats-wise, but we find ourselves, unsurprisingly, 0-0 at half-time. I think if we do go another season in this, whatever form that may take, we need to bite the bullet and cull some of these attacking players, because they have been absolutely useless this season. Maybe we need to change the roles up or something. Anchovy into Ethan Ampadu, finds Marco Asensio on the left-hand side, puts the ball across. Haaland can't get that. Asensio gets... I mean, that's nothing really to do with his role, is it? If he was an inside forward, it wouldn't stop him from missing that. Or if Haaland was an advanced forward or something, it wouldn't really... Would it really make a difference for him just not scoring from that situation? Right, Asensio, one of the most experienced players on the pitch, has been dreadful. So Hudson-Odoi comes on in his stead. And just, can we do something, please? Ampadu's not playing especially well, so we'll probably have to take him off in a minute. Neither's Haaland, really. This is heading for penalties. It's got that feel about it. I'm going to go a bit more positive, see if that can sort of kick some life into them. And then, we'll change some roles. Why not? Pressing forwards. Erling Haaland could be a pressing forward. That's what he's most natural in. See if it makes a blind bit of difference. James with the corner in, looking for someone. Haaland, he's been pressing, I guess. It's a penalty. Who's going to take it? I dread to think. I think it's Jorginho. It is Jorginho, and he's put it away. Good. At least there's that. Maybe that was the change we needed to do. Maybe making him a pressing forward, getting him a bit more involved. He won that penalty. Jorginho dispatches it with ease, and we do finally have a breakthrough with 15 minutes still to go. But here comes Shakhtar Donetsk. An away goal for them would put us out. Fernando firing home, and there's something in the air tonight, and I think it is our Champions League exit unless we sharpen up in the final few minutes. Great strike. Kepa just falls over. I mean, what was that? Just has a sit down in the goal when there's a shot coming at him, and we found the breakthrough, and we've gone from a situation where we were heading for extra time to we were winning to now we're going out in the space of seconds, and I'm panicking. I'm panicking. What do we do? I think I'll have to put on Aya. I didn't even put Kovacic on the bench. Haaland, he's still pressing, but I'm not sure it's going to really make much of a difference. Tammy, just go back to being a complete forward for the final few minutes. We're going to have to just go for this, attacking, and I think this is going to be the end. This was always the danger. They've had one shot on target in the entire game. We've not taken our chances. This sort of thing was coming, whether in the league or the Champions League, and well, oh goodness me, I was writing the eulogy, getting it sent to the Times, getting the obituary published for Chelsea Football Club in the Champions League this season. Callum Hudson-Odoi has rescued us right at the very end. Reece James with a free kick from deep. He is apparently onside, firing home, and I think we have just avoided execution. That would have been horrendous if we'd gone out there. Just 3 shots on target for them. Sorry, 3 shots, 1 on target. We had 12. But that's what happens when you're not very, very clinical. Right, well, put the coffin away. Put the flowers away. We don't need them today. We've made it through. But oh my goodness, that was nearly a complete disaster. 2-1. That's what the history books will say. 2-1. We're into the quarterfinals of the Champions League again. And Real Madrid, the holders, the team that beat us in the final last year in heartbreaking fashion, are out. They have gone. But we have made it through. And, well, goodness gracious me. I mean, tactically, that could be a factor. Maybe the roles are an issue. Maybe everything else is. But, I mean, I'm using these tactics in other saves, and this kind of thing is not happening. It's just literally our strikers and our wingers are getting opportunities, many opportunities, and they are not putting them in the goal. That's just the fundamental of it. We could try mixing the roles up. I don't know, but I just think they're just not playing very well. We get away with it on that occasion. I don't think we're going to get away with it in the league, though. So, Premier League table looks like this at the close of play. 10 games to go. We've got a game in hand on Liverpool and Arsenal. It's not going to make any sort of difference, I don't think. I think it is done. FA Cup, we're still in that. Fortunately, we've got to play Liverpool. Champions League, we're still in that. Who knows what horrendous team we're going to have to face. But that's going to be for next time. I suppose we should play the FA Cup game, but I don't really want to. And we've got Man United there as well. I just don't really want to, if I'm honest. Don't really want to. And then Champions League quarterfinal, we'll probably come back with a second leg of that one. Yeah, that's gonna have to be what it is, isn't it? Liverpool, Man United. Yeah, Liverpool, Man United. That's only gonna go well, isn't it? Neither of them at home either. So there we go then. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed that narrow escape. Make sure you subscribe as well so you don't miss our inevitable FA Cup exit next time. And I will see you next time.